Samir Woods, aka Lil Uzi Vert, went from a local kid to superstar in no time. Then he became a fashion icon, signature dance creator, junk food sommelier, and, oh yeah, also a rapper. This is the untold truth of Lil Uzi Vert. Samir Woods earned his stage name on the streets of Philadelphia, where the speed of his raps evoked comparisons to rapid-fire weaponry. Lil Uzi Vert confirmed his name's origins in an interview with Vibe in 2016, saying, "Some guy was just like, you rap fast, man, like a little machine gun. And from that moment, I was Lil Uzi." Okay, so that covers the first part, but what about the Vert? Well, the rapper once offered an explanation for that, and it turns out the meaning isn't that hard to guess. Quoted by Rolling Stone, Lil Uzi Vert said, "Vert is like straight to the top, like a vertical leap." Though a bit of a stretch, some commentators have floated the notion that the rapper's name as a whole is something of a homophone. If you say Lil Uzi Vert quickly, it can sound like Lucifer. And while it definitely doesn't seem intentional, it is a neat coincidence, one the rapper has helped cultivate with occasional references to Satanism and the occult, like his Love is Rage 2 track 444 plus 222. Listen to any Lil Uzi Vert song and within a few hours, you'll notice that he's probably bragging about his expensive clothes. Even early in his career, Lil Uzi Vert loved to talk about fashion. In a 2016 interview for Vibe, the rapper just started describing his outfit, emphasizing that he's always going to be a fashion-focused figure, with ambitions to design clothes of his own one day.
This is Yeezy.
Okay.
This is 424. This is Margiela. This is Himmet Lane. Subies.
As his fame grew, so did Lil Uzi Vert's passion for fashion. Speaking with GQ, he talked about his impulsive shopping habits. He confessed that he has a habit of buying clothes on a reckless whim, saying, "I never try on things. If I can't fit in it, I just give it away. In the store, if I try on some clothes and I'm too small, I'll be upset, bro. I just gotta take it." Compiling outfits seems to give the rapper inspiration, and he definitely takes fashion seriously. He's even expressed the notion that he puts more work into his look than he does into his music, calling music effortless by comparison. Clothes, it appears, take a little bit more care. It probably helps that Uzi and Virgil Abloh, the current Louis Vuitton creative director, have been friends since before Abloh secured his high-profile gig. Lil Uzi Vert lovingly referred to him as a fashionably inclined uncle. Interviewed by GQ, Abloh had praises for the rapper, saying, "Lil Uzi isn't even human. He is another level of a creative being. To me, he is an impressionist painter replacing pigments with ready-made brands and clothes." From an early age, Lil Uzi Vert played in the music scene, telling Nardwuar that he played the cornet first before moving on to the trumpet. Speaking with Rolling Stone, Lil Uzi Vert talked about other musicians that inspired him when he was younger, from southern rappers like the Ying Yang Twins and Mike Jones, to more familiar Philly artists like Beanie Sigel. But it wasn't just rappers that inspired Uzi's style. The magazine also noted that Lil Uzi Vert's sound was also influenced by rock and emo bands like Flyleaf, Paramore, and My Chemical Romance. The influences have shown up in his own original tunes, whether it's rock and roll, Marilyn Manson, or something more surprising. He told Rolling Stone, "I just take rock songs and mix it with hip-hop and a little bit of R&B. And don't forget about Backstreet Boys." Lil Uzi Vert released the single That Way, which reinterprets the iconic 90s hit I Want It That Way. Producer Supa Mario, who put together the song's beat, said in an interview with Splice that the boy band choice completely surprised him.
How does Uzi find a way to use Backstreet Boys in a record?
When he finally heard the song with vocals, though, he had to admit that they might have a hit on their hands.
Once I heard it, which was literally the day before it came out, it's the first time I'm actually hearing lyrics on this beat. And I was like, oh, yeah, this might be a hit.
At the start of 2019, at seemingly the peak of his career, Lil Uzi Vert dropped everything and announced an abrupt retirement from the music scene. The rapper posted on his Instagram story, "I want to take the time out to say I thank each and every one of my supporters, but I'm done with music. I deleted everything. I want to be normal. I want to wake up in 2013. Fans were understandably shocked. 2 months later, Lil Uzi Vert resurfaced on Instagram Live with unheard music. But it turns out the tune was just an unreleased cut from early in his career. According to XXL, the singer reiterated that he was still retired, saying, "I don't music no more, but y'all can have this old stuff." Only a few weeks later, XXL reported that Lil Uzi Vert was back in the studio and actually signed to one of the biggest record labels in the business, Jay-Z's lucrative Roc Nation. It was a fitting arrangement for the moment, considering that the label executive himself has been known to retire and unretire from music in the past. With Lil Uzi Vert returning with not one, but 2 albums in early 2020, when GQ asked why the rapper briefly quit music, he responded, "I don't know, just how I felt, that's all. I just wanted to be more normal." Everyone knows Lil Uzi Vert can rap, but did you ever think of him as a dancer? Although he never shied away from dancing, things didn't really heat up for him on that front until the end of 2018. When Uzi and Dallas rapper 10K Cash showed off their moves in an Instagram post by the young Texan. The two were performing the Whoa, a dance which went from a regional thing to a widespread craze, with a wide variety of celebs recording viral videos of themselves hitting the moves. Lil Uzi Vert periodically posted other videos of him dancing to social media, sometimes just his feet. Though seemingly cryptic at first, this all led up to Lil Uzi Vert making his very own dance move. In 2020, the rapper released the song Futsal Shuffle 2020 with an accompanying music video. With his song in the background, Lil Uzi Vert shows off his impressive footwork and teaches the rest of the world how to replicate the sequence. Have you tried learning it? 2017 was a great year for Lil Uzi Vert on the Billboard charts. He and Migos topped the Hot 100 list for their hit Bad and Bougie. His album Love is Rage 2 topped the Billboard 200, and his iconic EXO Tour Life reached number 7 on the Hot 100. The song not only performed well on the charts, but also received glowing critical reviews. In the words of the New York Times' Joe Coscarelli, "It doesn't get better." The song's unlikely rise to the top started when Uzi lost 2 phones full of unreleased material while stage diving. Instead of waiting for the unreleased tracks to show up on the internet, he just went ahead and released it all himself. EXO Tour Life included. Pitchfork praised the impact of the song on the music industry and named it the number 10 best song of the 2010s. As far as the song's construction goes, Pitchfork noted that the producer behind the track, TM88, recorded the song with not much more than a Beats pill and an old computer, helping contribute to the song's DIY aesthetic. Despite all the fame and critical success, Lil Uzi Vert is still a young rap star with a pretty humble goal for his career. In a 2015 profile by XXL, the then up-and-coming rapper admitted, "I'm not going to sit here and be like, I want to win a Grammy or whatever. If that comes, that's awesome. But I just want to be successful and provide for my whole family and get my family out of the hood." Similarly, in a 2019 interview with GQ, he said, "I like making music, and I like making people happy, but the music is whatever, bro." So why does he continue to pump out songs and records? According to him, "I really do it just to make my family happy, like it's just something for my family to talk about." That same year, he posted on Twitter about his grandma who had been in the hospital for months. Crediting her with having raised him up from childhood, he wrote, "I love my grandma more than clothes." Lil Uzi Vert has professed his admiration for Dej Loaf, the Detroit rapper best known for her song Try Me. Speaking to XXL, Lil Uzi Vert confessed, "I'm in love with Dej Loaf. I got a whole song dedicated to her basically, and she heard it." The song in question is fittingly called Dej Loaf, which he released on SoundCloud in 2015, helping introduce the world to his signature flow. It seems Lil Uzi Vert may not have this same level of admiration for all female musicians. Though she seemed to laugh the whole thing off, singer Grimes said the rapper totally neglected her, which she spoke about to Zane Lowe on his Beats One radio show.
He asked me to produce an EP for him once.
Wow.
And then I sent him the WeTransfer link and he never downloaded it.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, I spent 2 weeks on this.
For an interview focused around Lil Uzi Vert's obsession with fashion, the rapper inadvertently revealed his love of particular comfort foods. As GQ described during a photo shoot in a Brooklyn grocery store, Lil Uzi Vert stopped everything when a special something caught his eye: Entenmann's Little Bites Party Cakes flavor muffins.
It's kind of hard to find them sometimes. Sometimes they're in season, sometimes they're not.
The article went on to describe a snack spree, with Uzi filling up a bodyguard's basket with everything from cheap pound cakes to pizza-flavored goldfish.
What's your favorite Pop-Tart flavor?
Blueberry, but I like cinnamon too.
In 2018, Forbes estimated Lil Uzi Vert's net worth at $19.5 million, citing his more than 3.5 billion streams over the year as evidence for their assessment. But aside from streams, Uzi also became one of the highest-grossing acts in hip-hop for the year because of touring. With 2 new albums out at the start of 2020, Eternal A Take and Lil Uzi Vert vs. the World 2, the rapper is likely to end up stacking even more money from streaming earnings. And how does he spend his cash? Lil Uzi Vert makes it clear in most of his songs how much money he makes and how he loves to burn through it. Predictably, he buys expensive clothes and accessories. For example, Lil Uzi Vert talked in a GQ video about his favorite blanket, a $1,000 item from Y Project.
If it's nice, I'll buy anything.
In a feature story for GQ, the rapper said his dream purchase is a new Bugatti supercar of his own, although he admitted that the maintenance costs would make it a crazy purchase and money sink, the singer said. "I just want it, bro. It looks so nice. Like, I'm one of those types of guys. I have to buy everything." According to the article, Lil Uzi Vert's dream came true when he bought a $1.7 million Bugatti Veyron from the legendary boxer Floyd Mayweather. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite celebrities are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.